So let's break down the first part, Aldo Meola's first solo. You know, obviously Aldo Meola plays his guitar with a pick, but I play this with my, just my fingernails. So I'll show you the exact notes, but I won't show you Aldo Meola's right hand technique. Sometimes I'll mention the fret position, from where I start with a particular part, but for the rest you can just see the relative distances, between the frets. And for your information, the 12th fret is right here, so where the neck meets the body. So you can use it as a reference to see where I'm playing, right? And of course you can use your ears too, that would be better even, I think. So let's zoom in a bit, okay? So we're starting at the 12th fret right here on the B string, and the E string also. That's the first slow part. You can see he does a lot of hammer-ons and slides and pull-ups and stuff like that, right? Here we go again, a little bit slower. part starts at the 7th fret of the G string, okay? And it's going like this. It's a little bit faster. Slower now, so we start at the 7th fret of the G string. So, 9th fret on the A string. That's the part. Slower. To the low F here. I'm going to slow it down a lot. Here we go. 6 times this part. Do it a little bit slower now, even. 12th fret, high E string. That part. So after this, after the low F, going to the 3rd fret on the low E string. Again. And then we continue on. 4th fret D string. Again, a little bit slower. What he's doing here, actually, he uses palm muting, you know. So I cannot do that obviously now, like this, with the fingernails. These, I don't know how to do that now. So, but what I do is on the left side. For instance, if you grab the 5th fret on the G string, you move your finger a little bit up. right on the fret you get a muted sound too, but not from the right hand side from here, but from the left hand side, right? You know? So it's possible to kind of do the same, get the same sound at least, you know, the muted sound. So this part here, moving to the 12th fret again on the B string. A little bit muted also, so I'm using the same technique here on with my finger on the left hand. And open it up again. 7th fret of the B string. Ending on F again, but then a little bit higher F than the previous one at least. Here we go again, a little bit slower. The 8th fret on the A string, the part after this starts like goes like this. So again a little bit slower, 8th fret on the A string. Muted. Alright, next part going to the 12th fret of the E string. And then right till here. One more time on the 12th fret on the high E string, okay? And then we are there again. So again, it's a little bit slower from the 12th fret on the high E string. To finish this solo, the last part here. slide it from the 11th fret to the 12th fret on the high E string, the last part, okay? Starting like this. So this little part here, it's a little bit weird maybe. Because this is what I hear in the recording. It kind of sounds like there were two recordings blended into one, but I'm not sure. But this is what I get out of it. So I borrow these notes here to do this. So like this. So the 10th fret barred on the G, B and E string. After this, the really fast part from the 12th fret down to I don't know where, to G actually. Then it starts the song again, you know, on the G chord. Paco de Lucía song actually. The really fast end part, the absolute end part of the first solo from Meola in this track or live recording. Starts at the 12th fret, going down, 12, 10, 8, and then you'll see the rest. It goes like this, slow down. Alright. Alright, so that concludes the first solo on this track from Meola. And so the next one I'm going to do is Paco de Lucia's first solo. So hopefully see you next time. And if you want, of course, feel free to like the video. And also, if you don't mind, perhaps you can subscribe to my channel. Because if you don't, my friend Liam Neeson will be on the phone with you probably. So anyway, see you next time. Bye.